Today I'm going to take a look at my manor. I still have a free manor and porch description to add. I have already come up with my free porch description, and this is what I'm going to upgrade now. Firstly, I have to get a very important piece of information, and that is the ID key for the room. Typing rstat in my main manor, we can see that the key for this room is manor mount 285. And having a look at the exit line, which is in green down the bottom, we can see that the south exit is manor mount 284. Now this is the information I need to upgrade my porch. To do that, I first have to go to the upgrades board. This allows me to write my upgrades to the immortals so they can implement them in my manor. Now, to write the note, I simply type note write in. This addresses it to the immortals. Now, the subject is quite important. It gives the immortals at a glance an idea of exactly what you're after. In this case, it is a free porch description, which should be a fairly simple upgrade. Now we can see here that my first line is, I would like to put in my free description for my porch, which has the key manor mount 284. Now the first piece of information I want to tell them is what I would like my room title to be. Whenever you put in an upgrade that has colour codes, you need to double @ the colour code. As you can see here, I have the double @ sign followed by a capital D. And at the end I have two @ signs followed by a small w. Whenever the @ symbol is used before a character, it automatically assumes it's going to be a colour code. So having a look at this without the double @ symbols, we can see that it comes out in dark grey, a small rocky cave. However, we can't guarantee that they can copy and paste the correct colour code, so it is always a good idea to make sure that they have the colour code they can just paste straight in. As you can see, when you paste in exactly the same line but with a single @ symbol before the colour code, it actually eats up the @ symbol and the code and just gives you the colour. So doubling up the @ symbols allows the colour codes to be seen, making it easier for your upgrade to be implemented. Now what I've got here is a block of text I'm going to paste in, which is my room description. Now all the @ symbols have been doubled up, as you can see there. However, two of the lines have spilled over to a second line due to the number of colour codes in there. So what I've actually done is written them a little note telling them why I've done it the way I've done it. Because of the line limits and colour codes, I've had to press the enter key near the end of a couple of lines, so they spilled over to the next line for a single word. But I would like it to look like this, and I don't want it to be auto-formatted. And now I'm pasting the exact same description but with only single ats for my colour codes. As you can see here, when I press .s, the colour codes I've put in have actually added flavour to the room rather than just giving me a plain wall of text. It's always good to be polite and thank them for their time. After all, they do all this work for nothing. So hopefully shortly I will have a room description in my porch looking exactly like the dark grey room description I have on the screen. Alright, now that I've got my note written, I simply have to type .p to post this note. And there we go. If I type note now, we can see that my note to the ins here for my upgrade is right on the screen. Hopefully sometime in the next 24 hours, I'll have my lovely room description.